Have you been feeling a little more tired than usual? Maybe you've noticed that climbing a flight of stairs makes your legs shake, or that simply getting out of a comfortable chair feels like it takes more effort than it used to. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know you're not alone, and it's not just a part of getting older. You could be dealing with something called sarcopenia, a silent kind of muscle loss that sneaks up as we age. In fact, experts suggest over 30% of people over 60 may already be affected, often without even knowing it. And here's the scary part. Weak muscles don't just make life harder, they raise your risk of falls, fractures, and losing that precious independence we all cherish. But here is the wonderful news. You can fight back, naturally. And it starts with something surprisingly simple. Fruit. In today's video, I'm revealing 7 powerful fruits that help you rebuild strength and stay independent. And please, stick with me until the very end. The last fruit I'll share holds a fascinating secret. It's not just about your muscles, but about sharpening the vital connection between your brain and your body to improve your balance in a way you might never have expected. You don't want to miss this. All right, let's dive into our very first muscle-supporting fruit. I'm starting with a humble hero that you're probably familiar with, the prune. Now, when most people think of prunes, their minds immediately go to digestion. And they're right, but that's only a small part of the story. These small fruits are true powerhouses for protecting your strength, and here's how. First, they help address a major imbalance in the modern American diet. Many of us get too much sodium and not nearly enough potassium. Prunes are packed with potassium, which helps your body in 2 key ways. It helps lessen the negative effects of sodium, and it helps ease tension in your blood vessel walls, which is fantastic for blood pressure. Just a small handful of 4 or 5 prunes provides around 290 milligrams of potassium, helping you reach your daily goal of 2,600 milligrams for women and 3,400 milligrams for men that the National Institutes of Health recommends. But the benefits of potassium go even further. By helping your body balance its acid levels, a diet rich in potassium helps keep calcium locked in your bones instead of being leached out. This not only supports bone density, but may also reduce the risk of forming certain types of kidney stones. Next, let's talk about the direct bone-muscle connection with vitamin K. That same handful of prunes also delivers about 24 micrograms of vitamin K, which is over 20% of the daily 90 micrograms for women and the 120 micrograms for men that the National Institutes of Health recommends. Here's why that matters. Your bones use a special protein called osteocalcin, but this protein is inactive until vitamin K comes along to turn it on. Think of activated osteocalcin as the glue that helps bind calcium directly into your bone structure, making it strong and resilient. And here's my favorite tip, backed by solid science to make sure you get this benefit. Vitamin K is fat-soluble. Research shows that if you eat leafy greens alone, you might only absorb as little as 10% of the available vitamin K. To fix this, simply pair your prunes with a source of healthy fat. Think of a few walnuts, or chopping them into a bowl of full-fat Greek yogurt. That simple act dramatically increases how much vitamin K your body can actually use. And of course, a crucial safety note. If you are taking the blood-thinning medication warfarin, you must talk to your doctor before changing your vitamin K intake. The goal is consistency, not avoidance. For those on newer anticoagulants like Eliquis or Xarelto, this is not a concern as they work differently and do not interact with vitamin K. Next up is a fruit that might look small and gentle with its smooth bronze skin and beautiful golden flesh, but please do not let its size fool you. The golden kiwi is an absolute powerhouse, especially if you've ever dealt with digestive discomfort like bloating or gas after a meal. Of course, it's famous for its incredibly high vitamin C content. A single medium-sized kiwi contains around 161 milligrams, nearly double the daily amount recommended for adults over 50. This is fantastic for producing collagen, the flexible glue that keeps your muscles and joints working smoothly. But the real magic, the true secret weapon for seniors, is a special enzyme found inside called actinidin. Now, what is actinidin? It's a natural plant enzyme, a type of cysteine protease that is exceptionally good at one thing: breaking down protein. As we get older, our stomach can produce less acid, making it harder to fully break down protein from foods. Actinidin steps in to help. It works as a booster to our own digestive system. Think of it this way: your body's own enzymes have a specific set of tools. Actinidin comes in with a different set of tools, breaking down protein in ways our body can't on its own. For some foods, like casein from dairy products, studies show actinidin can improve digestion by over 30%. What makes it truly unique is its remarkable ability to work effectively across the entire upper digestive tract. It thrives in the highly acidic environment of your stomach and continues working in the small intestine. This more complete breakdown also helps increase the speed at which your stomach empties, which directly reduces that feeling of overfullness and bloating. In fact, studies on kiwi extracts have shown a reduction in bloating by up to 37%. So, to maximize this amazing benefit, the science is clear. Try eating one kiwi about 30 minutes before your protein-rich meal. This prepares your digestive system, ensuring that special enzyme is ready and waiting to help you get the absolute most out of the food you're about to eat. If you find a practical, science-backed tip like this helpful, do me a small favor and tap that like button. It's a simple, zero-cost way to let me and YouTube know that you value this kind of information. It really helps the channel and ensures you'll see more videos like this. And a quick note: while the green kiwi has a higher concentration of this enzyme, studies confirm that the golden kiwi is still very effective, and its sweeter taste can make it a wonderful daily habit. However, because actinidin is so powerful, we must talk about safety. This is very important. First, it can act as a mild blood thinner. If you are taking any anticoagulant medication like warfarin or Plavix, or have a bleeding disorder, you must speak with your doctor first. It's also recommended to stop eating kiwi at least 2 weeks before any scheduled surgery. Second, and this is crucial, there is a known cross-reaction called latex fruit syndrome. If you have a known allergy to latex, you have a much higher risk of being allergic to kiwi as well as avocado and banana. Please be mindful of this. Your safety is always the #1 priority. Our next fruit is one you probably already know and love: the beautiful red grape. The story of its fame often begins with an idea called the French paradox, the observation that people in France had good heart health despite a diet rich in saturated fat, a benefit once attributed to the modest red wine consumption. Scientists focused on a compound in the grape's skin, resveratrol. So, what is resveratrol? It's a natural protector. In nature, it's a special compound called a phytoalexin, which means the grape plant produces it to defend itself from stress and damage. And researchers believe it may offer protective effects for us, too.
For our muscles, one of its most exciting proposed benefits is supporting better blood flow. In simple terms, this means more oxygen and more nutrients get delivered directly to your muscle fibers. When your muscles are well fed like this, they simply perform better, heal faster after activity, and stay stronger for longer. But here is what the latest science is telling us, and this is so important. The real magic may not come from resveratrol alone. You see, red grapes contain a whole symphony of other beneficial compounds, vitamins, minerals, and hundreds of other polyphenols that all work together. It's this teamwork, this synergy, that likely provides the true health benefit. This is why I always emphasize a food-first approach. The answer to better health isn't usually found in an isolated high-dose pill, but in the delicious and complex foods that nature provides. And getting your nutrients from whole grapes is the perfect example. Now, a lot of that powerful resveratrol is found in the seeds. But let's be honest, chewing on bitter grape seeds isn't very enjoyable. So, here's a much easier and more delicious solution. Blend them. Try making this simple strength smoothie. Take a generous cup of red grapes, about 200 grams, seeds and all, and put them in your blender. Add a large handful of fresh spinach, which also helps improve circulation, and finish with a good scoop of plain Greek yogurt for that high-quality protein. Blend it all together, and you have a delicious drink that is actively working to support your muscle health. And remember, the goal is to enjoy the whole food. The science is very encouraging that a daily habit of eating grapes as part of a balanced diet can make a real difference in maintaining your strength as you age.
Our fourth food might surprise you. While we often treat it as a vegetable, botanically, it's a fruit. I'm talking about the padron pepper. These small, typically mild peppers are absolute superstars when it comes to vitamin C. A 100-gram serving can pack around 120 milligrams of it. And the reason we want all that vitamin C is because it is essential for producing collagen. Think of collagen as the strong, flexible scaffolding or structural glue that holds your body together. It's a key part of your muscles, your tendons, and your ligaments. As we age, our natural collagen production slows down, which can lead to stiffer joints and a higher risk of injury. But I'm also a realist. I know that padron peppers can sometimes be hard to find. So I want to offer you an even better and much more practical choice, the wonderful, vibrant red bell pepper. They are beautifully sweet, contain no spice, are available everywhere, and are one of the richest food sources of vitamin C you can find. In fact, just half a cup of chopped raw red bell pepper provides about 95 milligrams of vitamin C. That single serving meets 100% of the recommended daily amount of 90 milligrams for men and easily surpasses the 75 milligrams needed for women. And here's a tip to get the most out of it. Vitamin C is sensitive to heat and can be lost in water. So enjoying your red bell pepper raw, by slicing it into a salad, for example, is the best way to get the full benefit. If you do cook it, a quick stir-fry is much better than boiling to preserve as much of this precious nutrient as possible. It's an incredibly easy and effective way to support your body's collagen production. Our next fruit is a true seasonal superstar, a special treat you might be lucky enough to find at a farmer's market in late spring or early summer. I'm talking about the loquat. These little golden orange gems are seriously underrated when it comes to building strength. What makes them so special in the fight against sarcopenia is that they contain a natural compound called ursolic acid. This plant-based compound is remarkable because it has been studied for its unique ability to not just slow down muscle loss, but in some cases to actually help reverse it.
In fact, research has found that older adults who consumed around 200 grams of loquats daily, that's about 4 to 6 medium-sized fruits, experienced significant improvement in muscle maintenance. Some participants even saw up to a 30% reduction in their risk of developing sarcopenia. That's a very big deal from such a small fruit. But the benefits don't stop there. Loquats are also a great source of antioxidants called carotenoids, which are wonderful for protecting your cells and especially for supporting your eye and skin health. So, if you find some fresh loquats, you can simply peel and eat them. But here's a fantastic way to prepare them. Try making a simple, warm loquat compote at home. Gently simmer the chopped fruit with a splash of lemon juice and a dash of cinnamon. But here is the most important part. Finish with a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. That drizzle of olive oil is the secret. Because carotenoids are fat-soluble, that healthy fat is essential for helping your body absorb all of that wonderful eye and skin-supporting nutrition. It's a perfect example of how combining foods smartly can unlock even more health benefits.
Now, for our sixth fruit, I want to share a fascinating piece of health knowledge with you, rather than a direct recommendation, because this one is truly one of nature's hidden gems. I'm talking about the arbutus berry, sometimes called the madrona berry. Found mostly in the Pacific Northwest and parts of California, these bright red wild berries don't often show up in our grocery stores. But the reason I want to tell you about them is to illustrate a powerful point. These little berries contain an incredible amount of vitamin C. In fact, research shows they can have twice as much as a fresh orange. But I am not telling you this so you go searching high and low for these rare berries. I'm telling you this to reinforce our main message today. You don't need to find some exotic, hard-to-get superfood to protect your health. The arbutus berry is simply a beautiful reminder of the incredible power nature has packed into so many of the fruits that are readily available to us, like the kiwis and bell peppers we've already discussed, and the final, very special fruit we're about to get to.
And that brings me to our final fruit, and most important fruit, the one I asked you to wait for. On the surface, the wild blackberry looks like just another delicious summer treat. But for older adults, these dark little berries hold powerful health benefits that get to the very heart of what it means to stay strong and steady on your feet. Let's start with their vibrant color. That deep purple comes from a type of powerful antioxidant called an anthocyanin. In nature, plants create these pigments to protect themselves from environmental stress like UV radiation. For us, they work in two clever ways. First, they directly neutralize damaging free radicals. Second, they can go deeper and help regulate our body's own defense systems by reducing the activity of inflammatory pathways like NF-κB. This has a profound effect on the circulation throughout your entire body, especially to your legs. Anthocyanins help your blood vessels relax and stay flexible, partly by supporting your body's production of nitric oxide. Better blood flow means more oxygen can reach those large, hard-working muscles in your legs, helping to reduce fatigue. For anyone who deals with tired, heavy-feeling legs, improving circulation is absolutely key. In fact, large observational studies, like the Nurses' Health Study, found that women with the highest intake of anthocyanins from berries had a 32% lower risk of heart attack, showing just how powerful they are for our entire vascular system. This powerful anti-inflammatory effect is also why foods rich in anthocyanins, like cherries and berries, have been linked to a significantly lower risk of painful gout attacks, a condition that so often affects the joints in our feet and legs. Blackberries are also an excellent source of the mineral manganese. A single cup can provide nearly half of the recommended daily 1.8 milligrams for women and a significant portion of the 2.3 milligrams for men over 51. Manganese is a quiet hero. It's a critical component of a powerful antioxidant enzyme called MNSOD, which acts like a dedicated guardian inside our cells' energy factories, the mitochondria, protecting them from damage. It's also essential for producing both the proline needed for the collagen in your tendons and the proteoglycans needed for the healthy cartilage that cushions your joints, especially in the knees and ankles. But now for the most important part. Remember in the beginning, I told you one fruit had a secret for improving the connection between your brain and your muscles. This is it. You see, strength isn't just about muscle size. It's about your brain sending clear, fast signals to the nerves that control the muscles in your legs and feet. This neuromuscular connection is what gives you coordination and good balance. As we age, this connection can weaken. This is where blackberries are truly special. Their powerful antioxidants can cross the blood-brain barrier, helping protect your precious nerve cells from inflammation. But even more excitingly, they encourage your body to produce a wonderful molecule called BDNF, which stands for brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain cells. It literally helps your nerve cells grow more branches to strengthen their connections. It supports the survival of our existing neurons and promotes the growth of new ones, a process called neurogenesis. And it is highly concentrated in two key areas, the hippocampus, your memory center, and the cerebellum, the master controller for your balance and coordination. The research on this is stunning. The famous Framingham heart study followed over 2,000 older adults for a decade and found that those with the highest levels of BDNF had up to a 50% lower risk of developing dementia. Other incredible research from Rush University showed that in older adults, having the highest levels of BDNF in the brain was linked to a rate of cognitive decline that was 50% slower, even in people who already had the physical signs of Alzheimer's disease. This link between berries, brain health, and balance is so fascinating to me. Have you ever thought about it this way? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know with a 1 if this is new to you, or share any questions you have. Your feedback helps me understand what you're most interested in and helps me make better videos that truly serve you.
So, as you can see, nature has provided us with a whole toolkit of delicious foods to help us stay strong. It's not about one magic fruit, but about the small, consistent choices we make every day. Whether it's the protein-boosting power of a golden kiwi or the brain-supporting benefits of blackberries, you are taking powerful steps to protect your strength, your health, and your independence. Thank you so much for investing this time in your health today. It means the world to me that you're here. If you found this video valuable, please consider sharing it with a friend or family member who might benefit, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our future videos. Until next time, stay healthy, stay strong, and remember, no matter what, please make sure you're drinking plenty of water.